Chennai, being one of the first metropolises of the nation, it has been a jewel in the necklace of India's cities. But Chennai has had a long history of dealing with natural disasters, be it the 2004 tsunami or the 2015 large-scale floods. The city has had to deal with water issues, especially flooding. To mitigate this, the government of Tamil Nadu created a thorough network of stormwater drains in the 1980s. But with the ever-expanding nature of the city, now we have a fresh stormwater drain network which is being taken up by the Greater Chennai Corporation. As we started looking into this project, which promised citizen convenience, we came across several documents, testimonies, and on-ground realities which speak otherwise. This report shall investigate the stormwater drain project thoroughly.
The Asian Development Bank sanctioned a loan for sovereign project number 49107009 titled the Integrated Urban Flood Management for the Chennai Coastal Basin project. This project is being carried out under the Tamil Nadu Sustainable Urban Development Program and is colloquially also known as the Stormwater Drain Project. In the project agreement dated 26 October 2021, the Asian Development Bank entered into an agreement with the Municipal Administration and Water Supply Department of the Government of Tamil Nadu and the Greater Chennai Corporation. In the loan agreement, ADB agreed to lend $251 million. The terms were such that these proceeds were to be used for financing the project in accordance with the project agreement. On behalf of the borrowers, the funds were handled by Tamil Nadu Urban Infrastructure Financial Services Limited. As per a report in the Hindu dated 25th February 2022, government orders were released for the project, wherein the government's share of expenditure was 681 crore rupees and the ADB's financial assistance was 1789 crore rupees. All projects under Tamil Nadu Sustainable Urban Development Program must conform to the Environmental and Social Management Framework for TNSUDP issued by Tamil Nadu Urban Infrastructure Financial Services Limited. As a part of this, the Greater Chennai Corporation came out with a self-certifying Environmental Impact Assessment Report. This is the document that brings forth the discrepancies in the stormwater drain project. As per clause 2.7 of the Environmental Management Plan, the GCC said that they would conduct utility shifting. Clause 2.17 states that the utility shall not be stored on the roads. Chapter 9 also states that coordination shall occur between line departments to shift utilities prior to start of construction. Proof of the discrepancies lie in documents issued by the ADB, which compiled complaints regarding utilities. The Social Monitoring Report for the year 2021 and 22 recorded several grievances pertaining to utilities during the stormwater drain construction. 2021 saw 90 complaints and 2022 recorded over 25 complaints. The disruptions of utilities were mostly related to electricity supply and metro water supply.
I am currently standing at the head office of the Greater Chennai Corporation, also known as the Rippon Building. Here, we spoke to the Chief Engineer of the Stormwater Drain Project, Mr. S. Rajendran. In an off-camera audio recording, Mr. S. Rajendran discussed the issues that plague utility shifting, utility mapping, and the stormwater drain project at large.
Government feels that this time the water should not stand. Okay. More than 2,000 workers are working. We cannot do this work as scheduled under discipline. That is, we cannot, we have no time. Okay. For 200 kilometers, having so many number of utilities here, if you go and shift the utilities and do the stormwater, it will take 5 years. If you go and shift the cables for so many number of places for the 200 kilometers, it will take minimum 5 years. So what will time? Here there is no time for us.
I am currently standing at the office of the weekly newspaper, Adyar Times, where I am going to speak with the editorial head, Ms. Swati Ramanan. She has been covering the stormwater drain issue in Chennai for over an year and has received numerous letters and complaints from everyday people.
So mainly the problem, main issue that people faced was non-completion of stormwater drain on time. They at places like Kasturba Nagar, it took nearly 6 months to complete a stretch of say 500 meters, which is atrocious. The people were suffering from, because they could not take their vehicles out. The EB was impacted, internet was impacted because the sewage was flowing into the drain. There was no shifting of utilities because stormwater drain, the zonal officer had told, will be made in the opposite side of the sewage, but the sewage lines go through the stormwater drain. They had to dig out, they had to cut the line. So what happened was that the sewage from the apartments was flowing into the stormwater drain, and because they were not completed on time, there was mosquito breeding, there was stench, and people who were especially on the ground floor could not stay. The main problem remains that the wires are now outside on the road, and one can see big loops and all going near lampposts or even residence walls. And we don't know when or how, if they get exposed, it will be a threat to everybody.
The complaints of the residents of Chennai were thoroughly recorded during the last 1 year. Be it safety concerns, traffic woes, or electricity disruptions, there has not been any area which was not affected by the stormwater drain projects. We present newspaper clippings, some as recent as the 2nd of April, which display the widespread inconvenience of citizens.
First of all, I think the public should become aware of their rights. See, and because we have enough rights, and we have a right to question the government. Government is running on our money, taxpayers' money. So that is, and people are very hesitant. That should not be there. It's your right. See, government should give us clean water, facilities for sewage and all that. It is the duty, and they are paid for it. They are paid. And I find there's absolutely no inspection or anything like that. When there's a scheme, see, when you start building stormwater drains, there must be some official to start it, inspect. And inspect it when the work is going on, they should go. And when it's ended, I understood that that was not at all done. From the official's mouth, he said, I have not gone. I asked him, were you there when the work was started? No. Did you meet them during the course of? No. Were you there when it was finished? No. I got it from him. Senior officer. Then, why are you doing it? So now, I don't know whether I should be saying it. It's a scam. These are things, before starting any work, you say it is for the benefit of the public. Do you take the public into consideration? Do you consult them? And we have a right to ask, and it is a duty to consult us. See, but it is not there.
It is a problem because the utility wires or cables go underground and they overlap. There is a drinking water pipe and there is a sewage pipe, and definitely there are telecom wires, they go underground, and they also the cables, 11 kV cables of our electricity system. All these go underground. Most unfortunately, in older places, I don't know about the newer ones, probably they're building it very in a modern, very well planned way now. But I'm talking about those that were built about 10-15 years ago. All the cables are lying together underground, and if you dig, you're finished.
As we conclude this investigative report, after talking to several experts and going through the relevant documentation, we have found that it is not just the Greater Chennai Corporation, but also other governmental departments as well as financial lending institutions which were complicit in the erroneous implementation of the stormwater drain project in Chennai.
The hidden costs of this project are borne by the taxpayers themselves. The average lifespan of a reinforced concrete pipe used for water supply and sewage is a century. The lifespan of electricity transmission cables is anywhere between 40 and 60 years. Thus, what should be a one-time expenditure for the public ends up as a recurring expenditure due to taking up such infrastructure projects without utility shifting, which is a consequence of the absence of utility mapping. It is the government's prerogative to ensure the least amount of citizen inconvenience, and it remains to be seen how the competent authorities respond to the incessant complaints of the citizens of Chennai.